up? It's Paul from Guitar World, and today we're going to be looking at two fantastic acoustics with premium appointments and perfect playability right out from its fiberglass molded hard shell case. These are the Mike Lawson signature line of acoustics from the Pearl River Company. What I have over here is the ML8000 GCB, and over here is the ML800D. For the purpose of this review, I'm just going to call this one the 8000, and that is the 800. All right, let's check it out. So you must be thinking right off the bat, who is Mike Lawson and what is the Pearl River Company? So Mike Lawson is well known in our music industry. He's a veteran who has published many books on recording and producing, but more importantly, Mike Lawson has recorded and performed with countless artists, actually legendary artists like Merle Saunders, Jorma Kaukonen, and Bob Welch. And he was approached by the Pearl River Company to design his own line of signature guitars because he's had decades of experience of performing with those legendary artists that I just mentioned before. Now, the Pearl River Company is well known in China because they have a bunch of stores that specialize and invest in music education as well as lessons. So let's think of it as an Apple store to go to for your music education. And there, of course, the Pearl River Company also specializes in pianos, guitars, ukuleles. So all that stuff is there to be utilized. So when the Pearl River Company approached Mike Lawson to design these guitars, he wanted out-of-the-box playability as well as premium appointments, as I mentioned before, so that these guitars look as timeless and as classic as some of your favorite brand name acoustics. Not to mention, he also designed these guitars meant for working class musicians. So whether you want the top of the line 8000, which is essentially a grand auditorium cutaway, or the tried and true and more affordable Dreadnought, either choice, you can't go wrong. These are amazing acoustics out of the box. So let's talk about the guitars themselves. Starting with this, the 8000, this is, as I said before, the top of the line premium acoustic. You know, usually when I get a lot of import guitars, my first inclination is like, I know what to expect from an import guitar as far as quality and playability. The thing about these Pearl River Mike Lawson signature line, the first thing I noticed was, right out of the box, these are stunning guitars. These play amazing, they sound great. It doesn't feel or play like an import guitar. Like, this plays just as great as any of my brand name acoustics. So right off the bat, I was just totally impressed with that. I mean, it's not just me saying it, but you can see it in the details and the craftsmanship of these acoustics. So starting with this, the 8000 Grand Auditorium shape cutaway, this thing came perfectly set up out of the box. The one thing that was very cool is that Mike Lawson tried to keep a lot of the features and appointments almost local. For example, this comes with Stringjoy strings. These are a coated string, and Stringjoy is an American string manufacturer. Mike was actually blown away by these strings, and these strings feel great. And even though these are a phosphor bronze set that comes standard on the signature line, they are coated, but it doesn't feel coated. So these strings perform flawlessly, just fantastic. The other thing you'll notice is, of course, these wonderful sunburst finishes. Personally, I love the darker fades of sunbursts, like this particular one. And you can see on that, I just love that smoky look, and they suit these guitars really well. But the more important thing that Lawson wanted for his acoustics is that he wanted nitrocellulose finishes. Because generally import guitars come with very heavily lacquered poly finishes. And if you know anything about acoustics, those kind of finishes tend to choke the tone out of the guitar. The nitro finishes allow the guitar to breathe. And over time, they start to really look fantastic. The other cool thing on this particular guitar is it comes with Grover locking tuners. And the reason for that is Lawson is still a performing and recording musician. And especially when you're out there playing and you're in the heat of battle and you need to change a string fast, nothing's quicker than getting a locking tuner. You put it in, lock it up, cut the string, you're ready to go. So he was looking for efficiency, and he had to have the Grover locking tuners on both of his signature models here. So that's a very cool thing. You can see the really beautiful inlays on this ebony fretboard. There's also the ebony bridge over here on this 8000 that has an inlay. And you'll see the little gold detailed on top of the string pegs over here. Lawson also wanted hand-cut nuts and saddles. And for the most part, these guitars are pretty much handcrafted. This one has a solid Sitka spruce top, East Indian, air-dried rosewood back and sides, a one-piece mahogany neck, and you'll see this guitar is an amalgamation of a lot of different classic guitars. You'll see the diamond volute on this particular guitar here. You'll also notice that there is also wood binding, multiply wood binding that is throughout this particular guitar. You'll see the arm bevel over here with the East Indian rosewood as part of that bevel. And then the rosette, it's inlaid, just gorgeous. So everything about the guitar is pretty amazing. Lawson also selected the Fishman Sonotone GT2 pickup system that is equipped on both guitars. Other details I should mention, these guitars are 25.5-inch scale. Finally, the really cool thing about these Mike Lawson signature acoustics is that each one, whether you get the 8000 or the 800, they come with a deluxe fiberglass molded case. Now, usually something like that costs almost $1,000, and that comes standard with these guitars. So you really get the red carpet treatment on these guitars. And even better, Mike Lawson also demanded that it comes with a certain case candy, or a chef's kiss, if you will. Each of these guitars, if you look with the case candy, there's a spare 9-volt battery. Not only just a 9-volt battery, but a spare Duracell 9-volt battery. It had to be that. So there's a lot of very cool American touches with these Chinese-made guitars. And as I mentioned before, these are just premium handcrafted guitars and just fantastic. So you'll know what I'm talking about if you ever get a chance to actually pick up one of these. Let me just play a little bit on this just to let you hear it. Again, the Fishman Sonotone electronics are just simple, straightforward, really great sounding system. And again, this guitar, the action on this is perfect. The strings are great. I mean, just take a listen. So yeah, there you have it. These things really just play themselves. They're just really responsive to however you pick or finger style. Amazing. This guitar is great. Wow. Let's move on to the Dreadnought, which is equally as fun to play, and it'll be a bigger sounding, more like a cannon. It may not have the nuance of this Grand Auditorium, but it'll be pretty close. guitar with the 800. This one is just slightly different from the 8000. This, of course, is the dreadnought shape, a solid spruce top. Same thing, East Indian rosewood that is kiln-dried, back and sides, wood binding. I mean, just gorgeous. A one-piece mahogany neck, Grover tuners. You can see the diamond volute up here. Love the headstock shape. He also did sort of the gold foil for his signature on top here at the headstock. Hand-cut nut and saddle. Same thing on the string pegs. You can see the detail on these string pegs just looks great. Also, you'll see the inlay. Now this one happens to be a rosewood bridge as opposed to the 8000, which has an ebony bridge. And this one has a rosewood fingerboard. The other thing I should mention is that I believe Mike Lawson had patterned the neck shape on these particular acoustics after one of his favorite Les Pauls. And it shows because this is an incredibly comfortable profile. So that's why it's so easy to play. And again, like I mentioned with the 8000, the setup is perfect. String joy strings, phosphor bronze strings that are coated, but don't feel coated. This thing just, to my ears, has a little more brightness to it, maybe because it's the satin, sort of the nitro satin finish that contributes to that. But again, this is a guitar that's incredibly well put together. So, take a listen. It's like you can just really hear like how the note naturally decays and just the sustain of these guitars. Just great. Mike Lawson's signature line of acoustics, the ML800D over here and the ML8000 GCB are stunning acoustic instruments. Out-of-the-box playability, set up perfectly, incredible tone. These are instruments you definitely want to take out on the road with you, record with. These are the kind of guitars that you can count on lasting a lifetime and giving back exactly what you put into it. Definitely check them out.